What if aging wasn't something you just had to accept? What if science was already uncovering the tools to not just slow it down, but actually reverse it? And what if those tools were already available right in your home? Today, we're diving into the groundbreaking work of Dr. David Sinclair, one of the most respected scientists in the world. When it comes to longevity and anti-aging research, what he's discovered is nothing short of revolutionary. And in this video, we're going to break it all down so you can start applying his methods at home naturally, safely, and effectively. But don't skip ahead. Some of the most powerful insights are revealed only in the final minutes. This isn't science fiction. This is the new science of youth. David Sinclair, a professor at Harvard Medical School and co-director of the Paul F. Glenn Center for Biology of Aging Research, believes that aging is not inevitable. He sees it as a disease, one that can be treated, delayed, and even reversed. According to Sinclair, the key to reversing aging lies in epigenetics, which is the science of how our genes are expressed. We all have the same genes throughout our lives, but what changes is which genes are turned on and which are turned off. Sinclair compares it to a scratched CD. The information is still there, but the system that reads it becomes damaged over time. His goal, to restore the body's ability to read the genetic code properly, essentially rebooting youth at the cellular level. So, how can you apply Sinclair's research in your everyday life? Let's start with one of his core pillars: intermittent fasting. According to Sinclair, the most effective and accessible way to activate your body as survival and repair mode is by eating less often. This triggers a state called hormesis, where mild stress causes the body to become stronger. During fasting, your cells begin a process called autophagy, which means damaged parts of cells are destroyed and recycled, making room for healthier, stronger cellular components. Sinclair himself skips breakfast regularly and follows a 16-8 or 18-6 fasting window, where he eats only during a limited period of the day. The result? Improved insulin sensitivity, reduced inflammation, and activation of longevity genes like SIRT1 and FOXO3. Another key strategy is the use of natural molecules that mimic the effects of fasting and calorie restriction without needing to starve yourself. David Sinclair is widely known for his use of resveratrol and quercetin, natural compounds that influence the same pathways triggered by fasting. Resveratrol, found in red wine and grapes, activates sirtuins, which are proteins that regulate cellular health and repair. NMN, a precursor to NAD+, helps fuel the energy production in your cells and enhances mitochondrial function. According to Sinclair, boosting NAD+ levels is critical to keeping cells young and active. And while these supplements are being studied intensely, you can also find food-based sources like broccoli, cabbage, edamame, and green tea to support these pathways naturally. But it's not just about what you eat or don't eat. One of Sinclair's most surprising recommendations is exposing your body to environmental stressors that force it to become stronger. This includes cold exposure, such as cold showers or ice baths, which trigger the production of heat shock proteins molecules that protect your DNA and improve resilience. On the other side of the spectrum, heat exposure through saunas or hot baths can activate similar protective mechanisms. These are known as hormetic stressors, short, controlled doses of discomfort that create long-term adaptation. Sinclair uses this concept to train the body to survive, forcing it into a state of repair rather than decline. Now let's talk about movement. Not necessarily hardcore workouts, but consistent, moderate exercise that sends the right signals to your DNA. Sinclair emphasizes that muscle strength and cardiovascular health are two of the biggest predictors of longevity, and what activates the body's internal repair mechanisms even more than cardio alone: high-intensity interval training. This type of training involves short bursts of intense effort followed by rest, and it's shown to increase NAD+ levels and improve mitochondrial function. According to Sinclair, the goal isn't just to burn calories, it's to stimulate genetic pathways linked to youth. A 20-minute HIIT session, 3 to 4 times a week, can make a massive difference at the cellular level. But perhaps one of the most fascinating parts of David Sinclair's approach is his emphasis on mental and emotional longevity. Aging isn't just physical, it's psychological. People who feel old, act old, and think old age faster, not just socially, but biologically. Sinclair cites studies showing that mindset alone can influence physical aging markers, including telomere length and inflammatory genes. That's why purpose, curiosity, and stress management are central to his protocol. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, gratitude, and social connection have been shown to lower cortisol, activate calming genes, and improve cellular repair. This isn't spiritual fluff, it's biological reality. Your thoughts can either accelerate or delay your aging clock. Sleep, too, plays a starring role in Sinclair's home strategy for reversing aging. In fact, it may be the most powerful anti-aging tool that costs nothing. Deep, uninterrupted sleep is when your body repairs DNA, clears out brain toxins, and rebuilds tissue. Sinclair prioritizes 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, avoiding blue light before bed, and using routines to ensure deep rest. During sleep, the glymphatic system, a kind of brainwash, cycles activated, clearing out proteins that are linked to Alzheimer's and cognitive decline. So if you're trying every supplement but skipping sleep, you're sabotaging your own anti-aging efforts. Your body needs rest to stay young. As you can see, David Sinclair's philosophy is based on empowering you to take control of your aging process at home, without needing futuristic technology or expensive interventions. And while the science is ongoing, the results are real. In animal studies, Sinclair and his team have reversed the age of mice using these principles. And while human reversal is still being explored, everything you've learned in this video is already available, already practical, and already transforming lives. But here's the truth that many miss. You don't need to do everything at once. What you need is consistency. Start small. Choose one principle from Sinclair's blueprint, maybe intermittent fasting, or walking more, or taking cold showers, and apply it for the next 7 days. Once it becomes a habit, add the next. Your body doesn't need perfection, it needs persistence. And if you start now, you might not just add years to your life but life to your years. If this video made you rethink what's possible for your health and aging, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Unlimited Longevity. Share this with someone who thinks aging is out of their control, because it's not. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode, where we'll dive deeper into the latest longevity science you can use right now. Aging is optional, rejuvenation is possible, and it starts with you. See you in the next video.